What's shaky, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Jethro Tull as we continue through This Was 1968. And once again, big thank you to Vera, who's provided a great deal of Jethro Tull. This is just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. And yeah, the third tune on this album is Beggar's Farm. So, I don't know, it sounds like a proper name, or rather a proper noun, which is to say a specific location. I suppose that itself might be derived from the concept of a beggar, and thus a suggestion of a humble type of farm, or a farm that is, more simple and not a big farm, not, as we would say these days, like a, corporate factory farm, but one that is more traditional and small time. But again, I have this sense that maybe it's more a proper noun and a specific location, and if that's the case, maybe there's a reference there, but if there is, I'm not familiar with it, so it feels like this could be a much more specific narrative. In any case, I will try to catch what I can. Let's hear it. This is Jethro Tull. The song is Beggar's Farm, and it's from the album This Was, as I said, I believe 1968.
Taking chances and your reputation's going down. Going out in the night time, the thing you make no sound. You don't fool me, 'cause I know what you feel. If you ignore the things I see, someday soon's gonna find your way down on the beggar's farm. Way down on the beggar's farm. Pay my money for no returns. Think I need you, gonna find someone. Oh, you don't fool me, 'cause I know what you feel. When you go out, I won't ask you why, or I won't worry when I see you lying on the beggar's farm.
okay, so there's so much to say. Shifting tempos, that section in the back half where it just started flourishing and rolling to the point where it felt a bit cacophonous, but not in a bad way, just in a like, very dynamic and unpredictable manner. And while some of the track, especially the more, not stripped down, but more, compared to the section I just described, more minimal or simplistic sections, very much in that kind of groovy blues rock vein, and especially the guitar kind of with that vibe. But it's fair to say, by the end of the tune, especially, or not especially, but even by the middle of the tune, the flute becomes this like unavoidable central aspect, and with playing that's like intense and frenetic. And there was a brief moment there right near the end where it, like most everything else stripped out and it was like just the flute, where it felt like he was, and I assume that's Mr. Anderson on the flute, it was like he was like talking through it. It was like playing, like flourishing, like trilling, and yet it felt like he was saying words like through the flute. So yeah, like really intense flute playing, like again shifting rhythms along the course of the track, blues style vibes, but also very much like kind of like a 60s rock feel too, so like classic rock, I guess. But yeah, a dynamic tune to say the very least. Lyrically, I don't really know what's happening here. I did hear the line about like Beggar's Farm, but it felt like it was like a proper name reference. So in that regard, I don't really know what to make of it. But the musicianship and the eccentricity of the tune was such that like I couldn't really focus on what words were there, because there was just so much going on, and the composition of the track was so noteworthy. So yeah, a really cool one. I don't know what to say about any narrative or themes lyrically, but definitely one that I will re-listen to and try to catch more of that. But yeah, just really crazy and compelling. So again, like I've heard, a couple people commented that like at first they were sort of in this blues rock vein, and then I think one member ended up leaving because he kind of wanted to stay in that vein. I think, was it the drummer? I'm trying to remember. But that Ian Anderson wanted to go more in the direction of this mixture of like folk and rock and sort of vibes that I think are coming more significantly down the road, and again, which I got a bit of a taste with Songs from the Wood. So either way, I definitely will be keen to track this evolution as I can, but either way also, this tune has a lot going on, and one that I will re-listen to. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.